Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's a nice peaceful day here. Not a lot of noise. It hasn't been hectic. I haven't had a lot of running around to do. So I'm about to go to the gym here in a little bit, so I thought I would do the video for the day. Last weekend when I was in the city, I had a lot of time on my hands and just did a lot of thinking and I've talked about this a few times and people are always asking me, what do you do? What do you do for work? Well, I'm kind of in a sabbatical. I'm trying to figure out the next stage. I'm trying to figure out the next stage with a different headspace because any other time I've looked for opportunities or what I'm going to do next or business opportunities before, my head was kind of screwed up. I was a heavy drinker. I didn't live all that well. So now I've got a clear head. I have different goals in life, different things that I want to do. But one thing that I kind of have figured out, and I've talked about it, loosely a few times, is I want to share Costa Rica with other people, from the interest of things I talk about on this channel, whether it be the food, exercise, the sun, the nature down here. It's all a part of it. And I was thinking, this morning specifically, I'm thinking, I left my job. I left the last job back about 6 months ago now, and I've been living on some savings. So it's really time to get something going. I'll be going to the States 2 weeks in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from yesterday to be exact. And I'm thinking about when I come back. Now, as I've told you guys before, just to preface leading into this, before I even talk about any of the other stuff, I'm looking for somebody for the house. I need a new roommate come May 1st. I'm not really, right now, I'm looking for somebody that's more long-term, but get in touch with me, even if you want to come down just for 1 month. You can get in touch with me for shorter stays, but definitely like getting somebody to share the rent every month is going to be a priority for now, for this immediate period. Now, here's what happens in Costa Rica. We're like Easter down here signifies pretty much the end of our high season. So that's the time to start making moves, to start thinking about doing something else. Now, one of my first steps is I'm going to do when I get back is I've decided to take this house and I'm going to get my maid to come in when I get back from my trip to the States and my current roommates move out, and I'm going to do heavy cleaning, heavy getting rid of some stuff in this house, and I'm going to start with this house. I'm going to start maybe not looking for people to be a roommate to live here full time. I may start with doing through this channel, if there's people want to come down and either just have a place to stay or do a package, they could do that. So I'm thinking about doing that, people I pick up through social media, people that might see this message or see me talking about this on my channel. But I'm also thinking probably Airbnb too, just to, try to pay the bills. I've been looking into this Airbnb thing a lot. So that's just, and this is just going to be a kind of a jumping around video today. I'm just talking about different possibilities, but I just started thinking, like thoughts, like all the stray thoughts start coming together more and more. And when I was in San Jose, I said, you know what, I could show somebody a pretty good time from a raw vegan aspect down here, or even just a high carb vegan. But like I've said before in these videos, you're going to see it's a whole different ball game down here. I don't care if you've ever been raw in the States. If you come down here and you're used to eating fruit, you'll probably be fully raw from the day you get down here, because it's more conducive to that. It's hot down here. You just don't have that, you just don't really feel like cooked food. But that, neither here nor there. I mean, I'm happy to have people down here. I want to have people visit. You don't have to be a raw vegan to come visit. I mean, if you like to eat fruit, come on down. I'll show you. You'll still enjoy a lot of the things that I have in mind. From where I live, there's three just insane markets within 2 or 3 hours. The one in San Jose, there's the one in Tinamaste, just 2 hours south of me, and then about 2.5 hours south of me is San Isidro. So I'm thinking like there's all kind of possibilities, and I like to keep the plan loose. That's what I did with my little travel company before. I had people that basically came down. Most of them came down to learn how to surf and to do yoga. But it wasn't one of those vacation packages where, it wasn't so anal. It wasn't so tick, tick, tick. Okay, at 7:45 you have breakfast. At 8:15 you're picked up for your surf lesson. I don't think, I don't like to do vacation like that. I don't like everything mapped out and all these plans. That's too much like regular life. So, I just did things that were a little bit more loosely structured, and that's what I want to do with this. And it's kind of something that you could build, depending on how much you wanted to. If you just wanted to come and simply have a place to stay, boom, there you go. I can do that for you, and I can show you where the market is just in this area. But there's also other options and a lot of fun things to do, especially for people that eat like us. I mean, I could see, like, if you could come down, I would say as a minimum, and that's tough, especially for people in the States. In the States, you don't get shit for vacations. But if you could come down for at least a minimum of 2 weeks, that would make it where you could move around a little bit without just, hustling too much and jumping around. Because I would say it would be, if you, like in an ideal would be like, say, to come down on a Friday. You could fly into San Jose on a Friday. We'll figure out accommodations in the city in San Jose, and then Saturday morning we go to the Feria Verde in Barrio Amon up there, which is a great organic market, probably the best in the country. I was just been there 3 times in this last couple of months. All right, we go to that market. We load up on as much organic fruit as we can pack, and then we come down to where I am in Playa Jaco. We spend some time here, you can learn to what's available here, what's not available here. There's surf lessons. I know yoga teachers. There's yoga classes. We can do private yoga. There's the canopy tours, the zip lines. There's nature. There's national parks all around us. That's a little bit, that would probably be an overnight, a couple of day trip. There's volcanoes. There's hot springs. On other markets and other things that might be conducive to raw vegan, we go down 2 hours south from Jaco to where I was back in September. If you haven't seen those videos, go back to about mid-September and look at videos from Tinamaste. We go down to Tinamaste. I know I can get us accommodations down there. We stay in Tinamaste. We stay in Tinamaste for a few days, however long you want to stay, and we go to the Tinamaste market on Tuesday. Off the hook. Food there that I can't get. I can't get it in San Jose. Chocolate sapote, biriba, jackfruit, all kind of stuff. We stay there as long as you want to. And from the same location, we can go to a market on Tuesday in Tinamaste. We can get on an easy bus. We can go to San Isidro on Thursday. And in this little beach town, Playa Dominicana, there's also an organic market on Friday. So there's enough markets within a close area around here to where that's possible. The surfing, the sea, nature, monkeys. We'll go down to the national park. We can do whatever you want. That's what Costa Rica has to offer. We can take your physical to wherever you want to go. There's obviously with the surfing and with the yoga, that's physical. We have 2 gyms in this town, 2 full gyms, nice gyms. And the hikes. There's a great mountain at the south end of town, which my buddy pretty much mountain bikes like a maniac, or he runs up every day. Which that would be great. We start every morning. We get up and take a hike up to the most beautiful view you've ever seen, and we eat fruit. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I need that energy in my life. And it's kind of a synergistic. I need people. I mean, I'm getting to a point where even though I'm a loner, even though I'm very need a lot of time to myself, want a lot of time to myself, I also need time around people, and I need time around people with common interests. So you come down and give me some interaction with real people. In return, I'll share with you any of the knowledge I have of the area, of the lifestyle. I'll be motivational for you. We'll get up. We'll do yoga every day. I'll do whatever you want to do. I'll be your huckleberry. And that would be a great vacation that would be a great life for me, because I would constantly have people coming down here that were like-minded, fun, like to eat like I do, and I can help inspire them to get their bodies moving. And like I've talked about before, Costa Rica, okay, you may not be able to move to Costa Rica. Some might be saying, well, yeah, that's all well and good. I come down there, I learn, a little bit more. I get my lifestyle more solid, but I live so-and-so. I don't have those things available to me, or I can't live in Costa Rica. Well, it's still going to put you in an environment that's more conducive to this lifestyle. And my personal opinion is once you've done this lifestyle and just actually felt it, seen it, you know, you've embraced it and seen that it can be done, I think you'll have a little bit easier time figuring it out when you get back to wherever you are. But anyhow, I'm ready to jump off here. I mean, things are about to happen. Like prices go down a little bit after Easter, so I'm going to start looking. I could even possibly get another house for Airbnb. I mean, this is not the optimal house, but it's a good house. But I could find something even better. I'm going to start putting feelers out. So anyhow, I want to be your raw vegan guy, your high carb vegan guy, your vegan guy, your fruit eating guy in Costa Rica if you're coming. So I don't know a lot, I know my areas, I know my interests, I know about food, I know about my area. I don't know every place in Costa Rica just because I haven't traveled a lot. I haven't had the money to travel a lot. But if you're interested in fruit, you're interested in the beach, you're interested in my area, you're interested in the areas I know from a raw vegan perspective, let me know. Would be very happy to have you down here. Anyhow, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Please share this one for me because there might be some other people out there that are interested in coming down to play. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. One more day, and it's the weekend. Peace.